Hello everyone, welcome back to the Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is the 38th session and today let's take a look at the second formatting option that I want to show up inside this section. Remember these two lectures, Format Painter, you just took a look at, and this one right here are going to help streamline your efforts. Now, this feature is called Cell Styles. Essentially, a style is saved formatting that you want to be able to reuse throughout your document. Now, this feature also lives inside Microsoft Word, and I use it inside the Word all of the time. It's going to save you lots of time with all your formatting, right? You do it once, you save it, then you can just reuse it throughout your document. And if you update, you change something about the saved formatting, it would then update your entire document. As an example, right, I'm going to format the header up here. I want all those headers to look the same way formatting wise, as far as colors and size and font, that type of stuff, right? Now we do have two different types of data here. So we got text and we got dates, so we need to keep that in mind. But I want to overall but I want the overall color and feel of them to remain the same, so I format them, make them look good. I use it as a style, and then later on I decide, you know what, that looks good, but maybe I want to change the background color. When I go back to the style, I update the style, and it would update all the cells that are using that style, right? Very cool. Take a look. So this is how you use a style inside of Microsoft Word. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is go to my home tab. So I'm into my home tab, and there's actually a couple of different ways that you can create a style inside of Word, but here I'm going to go to home. I'm going to go over the into the style section, right? And there's an option called cell styles. Now, ever since I can remember, inside of Excel, Microsoft ships the application with a handful of styles. They have actually given us more in the later releases that's already built into the system. So if I go home, cell styles, here's a bunch of defaults that they have already given me. Now I'm on a Windows system here, so when I hover over the top of them, I get a quick little preview. You see that? I can preview it. You can watch that, select a cell there, and what it does right now, how it looks with that style or that formatting applied to it. So now I want to create a new one. So I'm going to go down to the new style, give that a click. So opens up my style window where I'm going to give it a name. So I'm going to call this awesome. Yeah, awesome style. Awesome style. Right, there we go. So because it's going to be an awesome, right? Now down below we get to tell what the style is going to include. Now, very important here, there's a handful of check marks here. I want to do things like the fonts, its color, its background color, maybe borders, right? Various things that change the appearance of that cell. But what I do not want to do, because we have got a mix of text and dates or numeric data there, so I don't want the number formatting to change, right? I don't want bills to become a date, and I don't want January 2021 to become a text value, right? Or a straight up number. So in the little check mark of for my style includes, I'm going to turn off the number. I don't want that to happen, right? I definitely don't want these to become general. We spend the time customizing those, getting those dates to look the way that we want them to. So turn that off. The rest of them I'm going to leave on: the alignment, the font, the border, the fill, the protection. We haven't talked about protection yet, but we will get there, right? But now with all of those active, I'm going to go to the formats. Yeah, so put out my format cells window, and we are going to apply some formatting. So let's say I'm currently on C4, right? And this is where I'm going to apply these styles here. So I'm going to go to fill, right? Oh, I'm going to use green again. I like that green look, nice, right? So you pick a color whatever you want to do, but I'm going to pick green right now. Now I'm going to go to the font. We'll make it bold. right? And I'm going to bump it up to 14, the size of the font. Now let's go white for the text. So I'll make it white. Now I'm going to go to the border. I'm going to go to border and I'm going to do a style, the nice thick one, right? I will keep it at the default automatic, which is actually the black color, and I need to apply that. So at the thicker border automatic, I'm going to hit the bottom portion of the preview window and let's apply it at there. All right, whatever you want to do, though you'll spend some time in here, right? You change the alignment maybe, um, you need to make it center align or whatever you want to do, but just stay away from the number tab. Once again, whatever you want to do, and I'm going to hit OK. Okay, all right. So I have now modified that awesome style. We have created the style, it's there, but hasn't applied it out here anyway. I didn't get a green cell, but now I'm going to highlight these cells. Let's say I want to highlight this cell and I'm going to go to my home tab again, and on the home tab I will go back to the styles, cell style. What are we going to get? There's my awesome style here, right? I will give that a click and I have now applied it to all of the one cell, and if I want I can make it same for the all the headers of the document. So I have now applied it to all of those cells. Right now I have got bunch of pound symbols, hashtags, whatever you want to call them right there. So that just means that the column is too narrow to display the date. So I'm just going to increase the column width here, right? The column eased a little bit, just right between D and E and G and H, right? Give that a drag over and now it looks pretty good, right? Nice border and green background, white text, bold, 14 points. I made it a little bit bigger, perhaps too big, but I have got a style. I've saved it and I could reuse it. And if I select another cell like mean down here, and that's what I did the format painter there, I can go back to the cell styles and there is my awesome style. I could apply it to the cell. If you see, it's getting applied, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to click away. Now we decide it's awesome, right? Yet you handed it off to your co-workers, to your manager, and they are like, oh man, this is awesome, right? But you know what, that font is actually too big. But green, let's try another color, because you should try something out there. Well, you know that now I got the reformat all those cells. Maybe I use it all over the place right throughout this worksheet, even on the other worksheets. But to make it quick update, I'm just going to go back to the cell style, and there's an awesome one. I'm going to right click and click on the modify. All right, inside of modify, I'm going to go back to the format, and inside here, let's say the font size is too big. So I went from 14 to 12. Let's say I selected 12. That's good fill, but they didn't like the green, so I will change the color from green to, so I'm going to get the kind of grayish blue color. Let's try that one out and click OK. Okay, yeah, that looks good, right? I'm good here, and I mean, here again there's my awesome style, and I have now updated everybody that's using that style. That is cool, right? Create your style, save them, reuse them, and quick updates. Try this out. So thanks for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really liked it and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. Till the time, goodbye and take care.